Today, I'm going to have a quick chat with you about managing your cash flow. So, too many times have I come across a business where they've said to me, hey Ben, I'm struggling with my cash flow. I never seem to have enough money in the bank. It's a common problem. And the reason for that is because people sometimes mismanage their cash flow. Now, if you think about the different resources you have in your business, one of the most important resources is your cash. And you can go broke making a profit if you're not collecting your money. So I wanted to run you through 5 things that I recommend you do to make sure that you've always got plenty of money in the bank. First of all, make sure you've got a system. I see too many people that don't have any sort of system or rules around how they take money in or make payments out. And it's very important that you have some sort of systemized process so you're not just making payments when you're not thinking about what has to be paid next week. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you know that you've got a BAS payment coming up in a few weeks, or you've got a big wages bill, or you've got some sort of expenditure to buy some need some capital to go out for some equipment or something like that, then you can make sure that you've got the money in the bank to do that. The next tool that I want to talk about, or the next tip rather, is a forecasting tool. Don't use your bank account. Bank account is not a way to manage your cash flow. And I know a lot of people look at their bank account as a way of checking whether or not they have enough money to do what they want to do. And looking at your bank balance is not enough because you just don't know what's coming up or what's coming in. So you need to use some sort of cash flow forecasting tool that tells you sort of roughly in the next 90 days what money you've got coming in, and of course roughly in the next 90 days what money you've got going out. And it's important that you use that on a regular basis. I would suggest that you would update a tool like that every single week, something like on a Friday or a Monday, where you can then reconcile it to what actually happened, and you can get a true reflection of how much money you're going to have in the bank, not just today, but in the next 3 months' time. Now, if cash flow is a huge issue for you and you're thinking, have you got some ideas, Ben, on how I can get money in a bit quicker or increase my cash flow in my business, I've got a few ideas for you as well. So tip number 3 is to collect money up front. Get deposits and things like that. Now, there are some industries where collecting more than a certain percentage as a deposit is actually against the law, or some sort of trade act or something that stops you from doing it. But in most businesses, if you're carrying out some sort of service work, you can ask for not only a deposit up front, but progress payments on the way through. Because of course you've got to pay wages, you've got to pay your bills, you've got to pay rent, all of those things as you're doing the work. So you may as well get some of your money up front. The other thing that you could do, which is my tip number 4, is offer some sort of added value for an early payment. So if you have got something else that you can add value with, another product that you think your customer may also benefit by owning, well then what you can do is you can say, you know what, if you pay me early, I'm going to throw in this extra, whatever it might be, up to you to decide what that is. But by offering that added value, it gives them an incentive to pay early, and then that helps your cash flow obviously because you get that money in a bit earlier. And tip number 5 is to have a collection system. Don't become the bank. I see too many people that are willing to let their customers drag out for months and months and months until it's too late, and then they have trouble collecting their money. You need to be very, very strict about making sure that when your customer owes you money that you collect it. Because remember, whatever you don't collect, if you've got a mortgage or you've got a line of credit or a credit card, you are paying interest on that money on their behalf. Do not become a bank. There you go. Hopefully those 5 tips have helped you understand how to manage your cash flow better. Until next time, have a profitable day.